Hello guys, it's me Karthik. Hope you guys are doing really good. So in this video we are going to discuss about how to upload a file to database table and how to download from a table to the actual file. Okay, so in my previous videos we have discussed about how to upload a file, how to download a file. Okay, and that is as part of the playlist that you are watching, multi-part file basics. Okay, so in this video we are going to take it to the next level. Like, instead of uploading it to the path in the server, we are going to upload that file to a column in a table. Okay, how to do that and how to download that file we will discuss as part of today's tutorial. So I suggest you guys to watch till the end because it's going to be very informative and lot of concepts, as you can see on the screen, we are going to discuss as part of today's tutorial. So let's get started here. So first let me show you the table structure, then we'll see how to build this from the very scratch. Okay, so where is my table? So here is my table. Like, document underscore details, it is going to have a simple columns like unique ID that will automatically get incremented, as you can see here, and the document name, document author, and the document data. Okay, so here one thing you need to remember is document data is of type blob. Okay, this is nothing but going to be binary lob. Okay, the large objects we are going to store as part of blob and glob, and it is often recommended to use blob as it is going to convert the data into the byte array format. Okay, so all these details we are going to discuss today. Okay, so first challenge for us is how to create a entity because it is having some blob type. So how to do that? So let's get started from there, from the very scratch. Okay, so go to the entities package and create a class called document details. Okay, then here name it with entity and table. What is the table? Document underscore detail. I guess details are details. Okay, so let me import these fields, document and the table as well. Entity imported, then the table. Okay, now let me get all these into the thing here. Name is equal to. Okay, now if you can see here, first let's go to the straighter ones. Okay, so straight one for me is column, name is equal to what? Document underscore name. So these are very straight ones related to the string types. Okay, document underscore name, private string document name. Okay, underscore is not a recommended format in Java, guys. It is recommended format in SQL, so I suggest you guys to change accordingly. Okay, then similarly I have the document author, document author. Okay, next these two were completed. Document data and ID left. Let's deal with the ID column first. So it is ID and it is going to be my generated value as type is equal to generation type dot identity will be there, guys. It got stuck, yeah. And column 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 name is equal to ID and private. Here until 11 is there, I am going to take it as a long format. Okay, now import all of them. ID import, and generated value, then column, see, we'll change it to column, and this one. Okay, done. Now let's come to the actual one, which is document data, which is of blob type, right? So here I'm going to make it as blob. Here column, column, name is equal to, what is the name here, document underscore data, and column definition is equal to blob. Okay, and this one is private byte array of type document data. Okay, and this blob, this is how you are going to define the blob type, guys. You are going to take this into the byte array format. Okay, so sorry, strategy here, strategy is equal to this one. Yeah, so the blob type you are going to convert into the byte array. Okay, so this byte array will get loaded into the memory when you are running the application. Okay, here, and you can give eager, lazy as well as eager type how to load, lazy as well as the eager type how to load, but that is out of the scope. Maybe I'll try next time. Okay, so this is my entity. Okay, now this is a basic entity that you are going to see. Only thing is this guy. Okay, how to handle the blob type is a little tricky, but you will get used to it. So table structure done, entity part done. Now let's go to the repository. Okay, so what is a repo here? Let me create something like, there is nothing different here, guys. So let me create an interface here. So here, document repo, which is going to extend JPA repository. Okay, of document details. What is the ID column type? It is that ID is there, that is a long type, right? So here it is repository. So our repository is also completed. Let's go to the entity one more time. I think I forgot to give @ data. Yeah, @ data. It just in case if I need setters and headers, getters and setters, I need this guy. Okay, this is coming from the Lombok. I hope you guys know how to configure Lombok, which is pretty simple, guys. Yeah, so what all are completed? Repository is completed. Okay, so the base part is completed. Now let's upload the data, because our table is formed properly. Let's upload a file from the local file system to the table data. Okay, so to the table. So for that we need an API, right? So let's go to the API part. Okay, so here I am. So from here, let me start. I'll take a post mapping, value is equal to like file upload to DB. Okay, and here as of now let me take public void file upload to DB. Okay, here if you remember, for the files we are doing, we need to make that consume, because we are uploading, right? So we need to make that as a multi-part data value. So I'm going to give consumes is equal to media type dot multi-part data value, right? Yes. Now if you see the table structure here, it is having two things here. first one is the document related information, then the document data, right? So we need to pass both of them in our request. Okay, in the previous upload videos I have made, we have passed only the document only, but here we need to pass both of them. Okay, so for that, what I need to have a one request on the document information like document name and document author. Another request is about the file. Okay, so for that purpose, what I'll do is I will take a concept of request part. Okay, so request part string doc info, and here another request part is request part multi file multi file only, right? That is what you call just a minute, here it is called multi part file, sorry. Multi part file, let me take as user file. Okay, so request part, I hope you guys understood. Like, I am going to take two things as part of my request. One is a file, and this request part usually comes in file related things only, guys. Okay, and here make sure that you are passing a string type, I mean the primitive types, not the pojos. Okay, if you pass pojos, then it will become an issue. This string type you need to convert into the pojo, so that you are going to set, okay, the data. So in my case, doc info, as I said, will going to have two fields. First one is about document name, second one is about document author, and those two fields I will pass it as a JSON, but it will go to the API as a string, and from there I will fetch these two and set into these fields, right? So for that purpose, let me create a one DTO object. Okay, so here let me create a document DTO as data for the setters and getters, then private string document name, private string document author. Okay, these two are my request. As part of request, these two will go. So what I need to do here, I need to convert this part into that part, so that I will have those two fields as a setters and getters easily, right? So for that purpose, I am going to create a object mapper. Let me take as a mapper is equal to new object mapper. Okay, and here mapper dot read some value will be there. Yeah, so read value, this will going to have lots of method, guys. Here one of them is this one. I am going to take string as an input, and I am typecasting into the class type, so that that class type will come. Okay, so here document DTO object, document mgnt document DTO will be there, right? So this format, so I am converting basically a string into the JSON. Document DTO is equal to doc DTO. Okay, now I have this guy now. Now what I can do is, from this input I am going to form my entity object, so that I will save this into this table, right? So what is my entity object? Document details is my entity object. Okay, so doc DETL is equal to new document details. Okay, from here doc DETL dot set document name will be like doc the DTO we have it. So basically this DTO is nothing but from the JSON, sorry, from the string we are converting into this Pojo, and from there we are taking, okay, doc DETL dot set author is equal to doc DTO dot get author. Okay, these two were done. Now the biggest thing here is to get this data. Okay, and if you remember, this data we are going to take it as a byte away. Okay, but in my case I have the multi-part file, so first I need to take a byte away and convert my file information into the byte array. Okay, so file data is equal to something like user file dot get resource dot get input stream dot, here you could see like read, one second, yeah, read all bytes, this one. Okay, so I am converting my file, sorry, not converting, I'm reading my file into the bytes, and that bytes got saved into file data. Right, now this file data will be useful for me. Okay, so here something like set document data as file data. Okay, this is done. Now my entity is formed. Now I need to save this entity into the table. So I have this repository, right? Based on this repository I can apply the save method. So let me take this guy, repository as auto-write document repo, or else you keep like doc repo. Okay, let me import those things, auto-write document repo, then come here and use the save and doc detail. Okay, next is, you know, if you observe here, it is showing me simple some throws exception, like JSON related JSON mapping exception could come, and here it will throw me IO exception because I am dealing with the files. If the file is not there, if the file is not able to readable, so for those scenarios IO exception will come, so I need to handle that. Okay, this is done now. Okay, now this is our API, guys. So just for the simple purpose, I'm just taking this return type as string and returning like uploaded successfully. Okay, semicolon. Okay, this is my upload API. Okay, so let me run this guy and see whether it is working fine or not. Then we'll think about the download part. Okay, so now you could see it started executing. I think it might take 1 or 2 minutes. So I hope you guys have a clear idea now. Now you could see this is how the data will be stored, that we will see. Okay, I think you guys now have a clear idea how to upload a file here, and that part will show you by runtime. Okay, now you could see it started executing, and make sure, since we are dealing with the repositories and DB, make sure your DB is up if you are doing locally. And I hope you guys try this at home, even the students who are watching this tutorial, because it is going to be hugely immensely knowledgeable. Okay, so it started executing. Now let me open my Swagger here. I hope you guys know how to hook the Swagger to the Spring Boot application. I have prepared another video as well, so I hope you guys watch that as well and you subscribe. Now go here. Now you could see file upload to DB. Now you could see there were two things, right? Because of doc info and user file. Because of what? Because of request part. Okay, now let's prepare the doc info first. So this, where is my DTO object? This is my DTO, so I am going to use these guys only. Okay, document name, next is document author, here one comma will be there. So this is my Pocho. In the name section, let me pass a file, right? So let me open a file and let's see. Okay, we have this part, all programs ideas. Okay, so this one only will try to upload. Properties, take this guy out. Now go to the Swagger, keep that fellow there, and author, you mention something, up to you. Let's say like teacher. Okay, I think now it is fine. Now let me upload. Okay, now let me upload a file here, the file we are discussing. Okay, now let me hit this guy. Now you could see uploaded successfully, right? So let me go to the table and show you the data. Refresh this fellow. Now you could see we got the data, author, and the information. This is the entire information. Okay, this information is actually stored as a byte array, guys. Okay, and when you are using this as part of the Spring Boot version related to Tomcat, you are facing this issue. Even I'm unable to resolve, and I found a solution like you need to upgrade your Spring Boot version. Okay, which will keep it as it is as of now, so no need to worry about this issue. If you are facing, if you are not facing, that's good. Our code is working fine. This is something related to the this issue is something related to the Tomcat server on the Spring Boot, not related to our code. Okay, then what? So we have did the upload part successfully, right? So what are the concepts we have learned here? We have learned how to upload a file, and we have learned the request part, and we have converted the object to the Pojo successfully with the help of the Jackson APIs. Those parts are good. Now I have the information available in the DB. Okay, now what if my requirement is the opposite one? Like I will pass the document name and let me download that file. Okay, this is again a similar concept of my previous uploaded video of downloading a file. Okay, the similar concept only, guys. So I hope you guys have already watched it there. I'm taking the idea from there and trying to implement here. Okay, so let's get started there from the very scratch. Here value is equal to like file download from DB. Okay, then public, this part, always remember downloading part will going to have response entity of byte array. Okay, this we have discussed in the previous video as well. Okay, file download from DB, and here let me pass a request para of string file name, right? So it imagines the file is available in that server, and then it will download that file contents, right? So first the return statement as null, later we'll try to modify. Okay, now so with that file name, let's identify whether it is available or not. Find by document name as the file name. Okay, this is going to return me the document that entity one. Entity, where is the entity? DOTL, this is the entity, is it? Yes. So document detail, it is going to return me here. Okay, so let me create this guy in the repository. So now you could see the document name is available here. So based on the document name, I am identifying the document, right? So I have this. Now get f byte array object, byte array like file data. From this entity only I have the byte array, right? File information. So I'll use get document data as a byte array. This is done. Okay, now I have this data. Now simply what I can do is, this part we have discussed in the previous video as well, guys. Response entity dot okay dot headers, here http header dot, there is a one header we need to use, that is content disposition. Where is that? Content disposition. And for this, what is the type? Simply use attachment slash, sorry, semicolon, file name is equal to, here whatever the file name that I am passing as part of the request, I am taking dot body as file data, which is my byte array. Okay, that's it, guys. You don't need to do much. This part we have already discussed, so I am going little faster here. Hope you guys understood. If you have any doubt anytime, you can put it in the comment section. Hopefully I will reply. Okay, so yeah, I think we are good to go. Here what we did, we taken the file name. From that file name we have taken the entity. From there we will try to upload the data, we will try to get the data, and we are farming it. Okay, you might having another question like, from this file name, what if that file is not there? Then you need to take it as an optional of this one, and if the file is there, you get the data. If not, you pass the nt1. That I'll give it to you guys as assignment, as it is a pretty simple one. Okay, now I have the everything set up done. Let me try to run this guy. Now let me get this file name, because I need to pass that as a request. Now you could see it started executing. Now let me go to the Swagger and refresh this fellow. I hope you guys are following here. Now here file download from DB, right? And here try it out, and file name is this guy. And if you click on execute, now you could see we have the file which is downloaded successfully. Yep, that's all about this tutorial, guys. I know it's going to be little long, I know it's going to be little bigger, but I thought I can cover everything in a one go because it is pretty useful and pretty informative. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Thank you. It's me, Karthik, signing off.